Did you see the WoW Pride event? I did. I don't know why gay people have to make their sexuality in every fucking thing, right? Like, I don't understand it. It's fucking annoying. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, if you want to be gay, you want to suck a dude's dick, go ahead. But goddamn, do we really need to have a parade about it? Like, damn, bro, like, really? I mean, it's not that big of a fucking deal, and you're going around crashing out over this like it's nothing. So, no, deep down, they know it's wrong. I mean, I don't even know if that's the reason. But, like, no, I saw that, and I said again, I went and I said, so it happened a little bit ago, right? So, there it is. World of Warcraft is adding its first official Pride event called Darkspear Dash. And the event raises money for LGBT Trevor Project. And I said I would be mad, but at this point, this event is the least gay thing in the game. So that's really where we're at. It is. And again, World of Clowncraft. True. Yeah. And so anyway, of course they did. Yes, of course they did. I find it to be so insufferable and fucking annoying that every single video game has to do something that reaffirms gay people. Holy fuck, guys. Like, do we need to have an identity pride, like an identity event for everybody? And this is the issue that I have, right? Is like, if you want to be gay, be gay. I don't give a fuck. Nobody really cares, right? I mean, like, obviously there's like, you know, I guess there's some inbreds on the other side of the world that love caring about this. Most normal people don't give a shit. So if I have to constantly fucking see every single time, every game has to have some sort of nod, like approval or something like that for being fucking gay, it is exhausting, man. Oh my God. Like, how insecure do you have to be that every single video game and piece of media needs to reaffirm your sexuality? Holy fuck, man. Like, it's one thing. It's one thing to say, you know what? I don't want to be discriminated against. I don't want to be treated like I am this bad weirdo. I want to be treated the same as everybody else because I'm an American and I deserve that. But they don't want that. They want to be elevated and celebrated. There's nothing to celebrate sucking a dick. There's plenty of people that suck dicks all the time. They don't get celebrated. Damn, just do it. Like, that's the way I see it. It's patronizing. Well, that comment, no, it's weird as fuck. It is. It's weird as fuck. And why is it that every single fucking thing has to have some degree of pride parade? And the Trevor Project, isn't this for just being trans? I mean, this isn't even for LGBT, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, no, it's suicide prevention. Okay, for some reason, I thought that was for trans. Well, I guess I'm wrong about that. Either way, there's Mother's Day. Yeah, there's already a day for sucking dick. And bad take, I celebrate every dick sucker. I guarantee you that you don't, okay? And so, yeah, I identify with a full head of hair. I guess so. And, yeah, it's just, it's so fucking annoying, man. It is. And the reason why I find it to be annoying is because how many groups need an identity? Like, we have Black History Month, which, like, okay, in America, yeah, I think Black History Month is kind of like, I don't know what racist senator said, well, why don't we give them the whole month for their history? What month were you thinking, Senator? I was thinking the shortest month with the least days. Yeah! We'll call it Black History Month. And that's what it had to have been, right? I mean, damn. How you gonna give them the shortest month for Black History Month? Really? Like, damn. And so, where's White History Month? I mean, again, like, you can be racist and say it's the rest of the year. And so, you develop 11 expansions, you suck one dick, you're not a developer, you're a dick sucker. Well, they've been doing a lot of the both, right? And incels don't have anything. It's like, yeah, when do we get Incel Appreciation Month? When do we get Furry Appreciation Day? Where do we get Adult Baby Diaper Fur celebration weekend? When do we get BDSM? Oh, I guess we had that with Maldraxxus and the Shadowlands and the Venthyr. Never mind, we already had that. Let's see, besides that, oh, wow. Oh man, how about we need how about like a Yuri Fridays? How about that? Where like all of the female characters have like an animation where they can make out with each other. And so, no, I think, yeah, Epstein, you know what? Let's not have Epstein Tuesdays. I think that's a bad one, okay? Yeah, it's definitely a bad one. And Goth Mommy Sunday, yeah. And it's like illegal, why don't we have Illegal Aliens Day? And we can celebrate the day that the orcs illegally immigrated from Draenor into Azeroth because of the help of a guy who was possessed by a literal demon. So the only instance of illegal immigration that's happened in World of Warcraft was spurred on by an intergalactic, interdimensional Satan figure that was poisoning the mind of a person who wanted to destroy the place that all of the illegal immigrants were coming to. Like, I don't know, man. I think that seems pretty realistic. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm saying the Draenei? Yeah, but the Draenei are hot, so it's okay. Like, that's the reason why nobody cares. The orcs, like, bro, like, fuck no. Can we celebrate Judgment Day from Terminator? I like the sound of that. Next thing they're going to try to normalize is being attracted to minors. I think that there are people, every pedo is waiting and waiting and waiting to find their opportunity to, you know, basically misrepresent and take advantage of the LGBT movement so they can push their sick fantasies. I think that that's true. I think there's a lot of them that want to do that. Now, I don't think that, like, and I think it's fundamentally massively different, right? Like, I do think there's a fallacy that, like, being gay, being trans, being bi, being queer, or, like, you know, some other variation of it, this is fundamentally different than, like, being a fucking pedo. And the reason why is consent, right? Like, somebody wants to be trans, they decided that. Two people want to suck each other's dicks, they decided that. You know, like, that's it. And so there's a huge fucking difference in my mind between the two things. But, you know, like, I guess people are going to look at it a different way. And it's sexuality, devil's advocate. Well, yeah, but, like, I think that there's an unspoken, it's not even an unspoken rule, it's a very spoken rule that your sexuality ends where other people's consent begins. So, for example, there are people that like voyeurism. Does that mean that it's okay to take upskirt photos of girls? No, I don't think so. So there's people that like, you know, like, I don't know, they like the idea of something being non-consensual is exciting in itself to them. That's just what they like. And, you know, like, I think that many people, and by the way, many people that are into these, like, sexual deviancies, I think that if they could push a button and be as into, you know, just heterosexual, you know, normal sex with a woman, if they could just push that button and, like, and shift, they would do that. I think a lot of them wish that they weren't programmed this way, but at the end of the day, if you're programmed like a virtual boy, you're gonna have to be retarded. And so that's what happens with these people, right? It's freedom and liberties in general. Yeah, exactly, right? Can you imagine a quest log for this event? I could, and if I did, I'd get banned. So I won't do that. But anyway, how about incest between consenting adults? Well, the problem with incest is that it produces kids that are dysfunctional. And when you produce kids that are dysfunctional, then the entire world has to pay for it. So that's the reason why incest is a problem. It's because if you, if you want to fuck your cousin and you have, you know, you pop out a kid and your kid looks like, the prophets from Halo, maybe. Let me think. Another one. Fuck. Okay. Who? What else? What else? What do we really have? Quasimodo? No, I don't like that. Let me think. Man, I gotta think of some other one. The Riddler? No, the Goonies. Yeah, the guy from the Goonies. I like that. Like, everybody's gotta pay for that, right? We all gotta pay for this. And so, like, that's the reason why you can't fuck your cousin, right? It's because it's expensive on everybody, right? Because now we gotta pay for a bunch of fucking inbred kids. And so nobody wants to do that. It's annoying. And so Sid from Ice Age, I like that. And what if they're sterile? I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't really care if, like, if two people want to do that. I think it's really weird, but, like, to the extent that I don't have to see it, I don't really care. Like, I don't want to legislate and I don't want to micromanage people's bedroom behavior, right? Like, somebody wants to do something in a bedroom with another consenting adult, like, I really couldn't give a fuck. You want me to be honest, right? As long as it doesn't negatively affect other people. But I think that's the way, and by the way, I think that's the way almost everybody feels. Like, am I crazy? Like, is that how y'all feel too? Like, that's the way a lot of people feel, right? I mean, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to run people's lives, right? I mean, like, goddamn. And so anyway, what about adoptive siblings? Bro, like, damn. Wait, do you have an adoptive sibling? Why people keep asking about this? What's going on, man? You got something you want to tell us? Look, man, look. If that's where you're at, there are resources that you can get help, brother. You can get help. It doesn't have to be like this. You understand this? Rainbows are gay. They did make rainbows gay. I mean, rainbows were always gay, right? I mean, let's be honest. They were always gay. But now they're, like, officially gay. So, yeah, that's it. But anyway, we love ruining fandoms. I think that... I'll go back. I'll wrap this up. I think that it is so insufferably fucking annoying that gay people, trans people, and everybody inside of the LGBT umbrella, not everybody, but the outspoken, pathological, narcissistic, self-obsessed, self-referential, attention whores inside of these communities can't stop talking about themselves. And because of that, they need every piece of media to reaffirm their identity. It is fucking exhausting for me to have to see every single thing has some sort of gay pride, trans pride, some variation of this. And this is coming from somebody, I support gay rights. I support trans rights for adults. I support a lot of these things, but I don't want to fucking see it in every single piece of media constantly. It is this overcorrection where they want to put their sexuality front and center and basically force people into interfacing with and acknowledging that they are what they are. This is exhausting, it's confrontational, it's unnecessary, and it's insecure. You want to suck a dude's dick? Go ahead. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up about it. Holy shit, how many times do we have to hear about this? So that's the way I see it. It's exhausting. And every time I see a new game company that capitulates to these fucking narcissists, which is what they are, massive narcissists, and if you disagree with that, go back and look at what I covered yesterday. This guy reacted to a clip I was talking about World of Warcraft.
I'm 27 years old, right?
You're 27?
I'm 27 years old. I'm a heterosexual male. I'm blessed in many regards. When I watched Spider-Man as a kid, he's white. He's a straight white guy. Mm-hmm. Stone Cold Steve Austin's a straight white guy. John Cena's invisible, but he's a white guy, straight. In all forms of media that I've grown up with, I've never once was not represented. And a lot of people, including myself at one point in time, and this might sound woke, I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care because you won't know the opposite and the opposition end if you're not someone who's never been represented in media. And sometimes...
By the way, the fact that the Dragon Ball Z is massively popular all around the world and Goku is basically like either white or Japanese, right? And it's extremely popular in South America where the overwhelming majority of those people are not white, just immediately disproves this entire narrative, but we'll just let it continue.
Maybe you might be Asian, black, Hispanic, whatever, and you don't care about media representation, and that's fine. But growing up, every fucking action figure I've seen, most of them were white. Most of the movies were white. Most of the people in the movies and shit were white. Straight people, not gay, not transsexual, etc. There is a level of representation.
Even if you want to make this argument, let's assume everything that he's saying is true. Even if you want to make this argument, I think that representation should not come at the expense of other representation. So I think that people should be looking to try to build their own ideals, their own role models, their own people. And also, by the way, what about sports? Sports is overwhelmingly overrepresented by black people. It is. Like you look at NBA, NFL, overwhelmingly it's overrepresented with people that are black, especially just non-white in general. But we're not even going to bring that up at all. The fact is that like superheroes are only one factor. We're not going to add in a quota, right? For like, oh, there needs to be this many white or black people in an NBA game. That's retarded.
that is important in the world. Now, obviously, again, you could say some games, some medias, some forms of media, some people.
Yeah, think about every popular basketball player: LeBron James, Steph Curry, and you do have Dirk Nowitzki or whatever the hell his name was. You've got what's his name? Fucking the OG Larry Bird. Like, you do have white basketball players, but it's like 10-1. It's 10-1, if not 20-1. It's overwhelmingly.
Push agendas, whatever. You could say you hate Lily Tino. Lily Tino's a fucking rage-baiting transgender. I don't fucking care. It doesn't take away the fact that Asmongold, not understanding this fact and being frustrated.
It's not a fact. It's just simply not a fact. I mean, if you look at pop music, look at all music in general. I think overwhelmingly look at the top 40 list. There's massive amounts of representation. You go back to 1990, there's massive amounts of representation. You look at sports, there's massive amounts of representation. Like, you look at this everywhere, this is the case. And also, the proof that representation doesn't matter is the fact that those sports are popular across all of America, and everybody watches them, despite them not being, as you're saying, represented, right? And then on top of that, you can look at things like Dragon Ball Z. You can look at other anime where everybody is relating to this anime character. The thing is that I think that maybe it's different for men and women, but I think that a lot of guys, what they relate to more is like values. They're not relating to the identity of the person. They're relating to the values. And I think that the main issue is that instead of people creating their separate own good media, like things like Black Panther, right? Everybody loves Black Panther. At least the first movie, I think, was a phenomenal, amazing, it was a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 movie. It was great. And like, nobody's mad about that. I feel like nobody's mad about that except for a few idiots. So why is nobody upset about this? Well, it's because it's its own media. But whenever you engage in race swaps, whenever you intentionally remove characters and then you try to replace them with characters of another identity group, that is a totally different world than if you're making your own media.
Because I think he's 32, 33. In the last 4 years...
I'm 32, 33. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
I've started fucking seeing gay people. He's having a fucking spasm attack.
I'm having a spasm attack because I'm seeing gay people? No, I'm having a spasm attack because gay people want to have their identity reaffirmed by every single company by adding a pride event into everything. I think it's annoying, it's obnoxious, and it's unnecessary. Every single video game doesn't need a pride event. If you're gay, then be gay. I don't want to have every company in the world that has some sort of obligation to acknowledge that gay people are good. This is outrageous. It's basically a cult of self-worship and narcissism that I don't want to have anything to do with. I'm tired of it. I don't have a problem with somebody being gay. I don't have an issue with somebody being trans. But whenever I constantly have to be like faced with it over and over and over, and also, by the way, it's not like you had a white identity month. You didn't have a black identity month either. I don't want to have identity events for different groups of people based off of a racial or a sexual reason. It's weird. And also, you already have, in a way, a gay event. It's called Valentine's Day. Gay people celebrate Valentine's Day. Think about it.
It's just bullshit. I don't care. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't care. It's fucking bullshit. You can call me woke. I don't really give a fuck. But you can't sit here and crave you want Modern Warfare lobbies back and people to call each other slurs and say crazy things, but you spaz out every time you see a fucking rainbow.
I do, and it's the same reason, and it's because nobody can criticize it. That's the reason why. See, a lot of people like him, they create this false dichotomy where us being offended and over-controlling and trying to make all media reaffirm our ideology, this somehow, you disliking this is the same as us freaking out about being misgendered. This type of language inversion might work with other people that agree with you, but everybody that's normal realizes that it's obviously a huge difference between somebody freaking out that, you know, somebody got misgendered versus somebody being annoyed that every piece of media seems to have to reaffirm a gay identity. It's obnoxious. It's annoying. It's overstepping. And I think that people are tired of it. I think overwhelmingly people are tired of it. 99% of people. So this is what they try to do, is they try to create this this false dichotomy where you being angry about us pushing woke stuff is the same as us being angry about getting triggered about everything. That's not going to work, okay? It's totally different. I don't want to live in a world that is constantly defined by the mentally ill. And I'm not talking about gay people. I'm talking about people that can't stand to hear anybody who disagrees with them. And also, here's another component to it. If you criticize the events, if you say anything that's negative about this, you get instantly banned. So there's not even a conversation that's allowed to be had on any sort of an official platform discussing the validity of an event like this and whether people are in favor of it or not. So whenever you can't even talk about this and everything else, and then you're saying people are getting triggered because of that, no, I don't think so. And if you do think so, then I guess that we're triggered, right? I mean, you can say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, it's like racism. Yeah, sure. Censorship will always backfire. Yeah, you can't have a conversation with these people. And again, you know, if you acted like that in the COD lobby, nobody's saying it should be against the rules to be gay. But whenever you have every single company that's pushing narratives about this and they're doing pride events for it, I think it's exhausting. It's absolutely. So yeah, I don't, it's not about representation. It's about, again, it's about elevation. Why is it that we have an event that's about gay people? It's ridiculous. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think it's ridiculous for trans people. Like, imagine, and here's how you know it would be ridiculous. Would these people be okay with there being an event that celebrated white people? Would they be okay with there being an event that celebrated heterosexuality? Would they be okay with an event that celebrated, you know, like, I guess men? No, they wouldn't. Okay, so then it's not about representation. Because if it was actually about representation, you'd want to represent everybody. But they have no interest in representing everybody. They have an interest in representing themselves, their ideology. And what you also have to keep in mind is that a lot of these pride events are not really about necessarily being gay. They're about it is a public display of leftist ideology controlling and dominating media. That's what it's really about. It's like an advertisement for this ideology in a complete totality. And that's the reason why I get annoyed by it. And I think that people should continue complaining about this and continue being hostile about it. I do think that just like Bud Light, there is a critical mass where companies will be afraid to do this. And I think that they should be. I don't think that there's any benefit to doing something like this. And I think that it actually separates gay people from the rest of the population even more. I think that if you want to be gay, that's fine. Go ahead and be gay. But the constant need for reaffirmations and then to be celebrated is obnoxious, narcissistic, and it's unnecessary. And I think it's confrontational and it's annoying. And I don't want to deal with it. Is cats making people hate gays? Yeah, I think so too. And what is this? I have no idea what this is. And what is it? You don't have the main issue is that, like, if your identity is your sexuality, you don't have a personality. It's true. You're a loser. Yeah, true. But yeah,
I'm 27.
Is that, like, people are constantly represented in media. I mean, you look at sports. I mean, you look at one small slice of it. That's different. And nobody says that. It just needs to be said more often. Like it should be out in the open. Well, that's the reason why. Is that the reason why I say this stuff is because if I don't say this stuff, nobody else will say this stuff. Because I think people are afraid of the pushback for it, and they're afraid of being misrepresented. Luckily, I'm very popular. I do very well for myself, so it doesn't really matter if that happens to me. But for a lot of other people, it does matter a lot to them, and they get harassed, etc. It doesn't bother me at all. It's fine. So this is the reason why I say it. It's because I think if I say it, other people will agree with me, but they're not really willing to say it themselves. So yeah, all the pride stuff is on purpose to create hate like they do with race stuff? No, it's not. It's just a bunch of narcissistic, boring, loser LGBT people that are looking for ways to celebrate themselves because they have no personality other than the fact that they like having sex with a certain type of person. That's the only real reason why. It's just a bunch of narcissists looking for approval. It's annoying. I think most normal gay people and most normal trans people don't want to have anything to do with that. They might appreciate the representation, but the extent that these people go through to be seen is probably annoying. It's attention-seeking behavior, and it's unnecessary. There's like a new WoW cinematic with Sylvanas in it? What is this? I think this must be it, right? All right, let's watch it. So Sylvanas is back. I didn't expect this. Let me make sure that I got the right one. Okay. The March on CatDany. So this is apparently the new raid. Let's take a look at it. Let me guess what happened at the end of the raid. They vanquish the threat, but Xal'atath comes in to basically maintain that there's a larger threat. Like, is that pretty much what happened? Yeah, okay.
You windrunners. You just don't know when to lay down and die. We windrunners
Oh my
are
god.
just stubborn that way. You? I honestly didn't factor for you. Death comes for all, Xal'atath. Even your wretched kind. We'll finish this another time, perhaps.
I thought you said you could never leave the moor.
There are ways, nephew. But
I love how he just calls out the fact that there is this obvious, extreme, complete, logical, like, wait a minute, I thought the lore said this couldn't happen. No, it can happen.
they do take their toll. Regardless, you told me that Silvermoon was in peril. That it needed its Ranger General one last time.
Sylvanas, if the Maw cannot hold you, then maybe there's a way back for you. Back to us.
Oh my god.
penance. My true work has only begun, little sister. The Shadowlands are not at all what they seem. I cannot rest until I've uncovered the truth. Still, I hope to see you both again. Before the end begins.
Oh my fucking god. I don't understand how can something be how is it possible that I mean I just how does it like it's actually it's so fucking bad. It's so cringe. It's so lame. I just cannot believe this. How does it keep getting worse? Oh my god. Remember Sylvanas? Like I don't get this. They're teasing a return to the Shadowlands. The implication is that they're probably going to talk about more of like what the jailer's total plan was, and that's why Sylvanas was following him, and that's what she's referring to. It's I mean, like if you know the lore of the game like I do, like it seems like that's kind of what the implication is, right? But it's just so fucking stupid, man. It's so fucking stupid. They gave a full redemption arc to this bitch, and not Arthas. Fucking crazy. Well, and again, yeah, she literally killed like millions of people, burned all of them alive, and then what is this here?
The jailer did not control me.
Oh my god.
My actions were mine alone, and I accept their consequences.
Then, you know in your heart.
I totally forgot about the fact that there is the arbiter of the Shadowlands is transgender. Like, this is what's so crazy about this game, is that it's just been so ridiculous that I forgot about that. Oh yeah, Pelagos.
Whom you must answer.
Really? Yes.
I submit to the judgment of Tyrande Whisperwind.
Uh-oh.
Entrusting justice to your most fervent adversary. Are there any gathered here who object to this fate?
It's been over for so long. It has been over for so long, guys.
What game do you play now, Banshee? The Sylvanas I hunted would never submit to the blade of her enemy.
Death would be a merciful end, Tyrande. And I do not expect your mercy.
Your newfound remorse might be genuine, but it can never erase all you have done. There will be no peace for you, Windrunner, until there is peace for the souls of your
It's
victims.
so bad, isn't it? It's actually so bad.
Is in my
How can
charge now. Bring her.
Oh, wow. It's so dog shit. Dude, how is it this... I don't understand any of this. Says the end is coming. The jailer is the only one who couldn't escape the maw. The Shadowlands is not what it seems. Somehow Sylvanas has returned. Watching my body pillow queens 1v1 was not on my play card for the expand. Okay. Why are my two favorite mommies aura farming each other? Dude, it's a new audience, man. Like, I'm gonna be real. This game is just not for me anymore. It's just not for me. And I get it, right? I mean, they're doing their own thing, and I'm happy. This is great. They've got their own little world that they're living in, but I am not a part of it. I'm not. This is insane. That was painful to watch. It's so fucking embarrassing, isn't it? Like, I don't even know what to say. Delete your warrior now? No, what if one day it gets better? I'll never delete my character. Like, it's just so fucking... Are you ding ding? It's so fucking embarrassing. I don't even know what to say. Like, this part of it I think was fine, but everything else about it is so cringe. Oh my fucking god. What's your game now? What's my game? I don't have a game anymore. I'm gameless. I'm homeless. Like, maybe you could say Path of Exile. Like, yeah, I play that when there's a big update that comes out, but otherwise, I really don't know. 5 years ago? What is this here? What did I say? Is this a post from me 5 years ago? Oh no. After killing Sarfang and burning down Tordrastal, Sylvanas is an irredeemable character. I hope they don't try to pull some "she was on our side all along." I'm okay with some sort of partial redemption, last minute sacrifice, but she's clearly an evil character. Man, how about that? How about that? Wow. So, yeah, Blizzard taking City. This was 2021. Oh, my God. And I was trying to say this. You were so right 5 years ago. I was right about this the entire time. Asmon, you're in a toxic relationship? No, I'm not. Like, why? Because I watched a trailer and it annoyed me? No, I feel like you could say it's a toxic relationship if I'm playing the game every day and I'm actively hating it every day, but I don't do that. I mean, I don't think it's a toxic relationship at all. What do you mean? They ruined the game just to spite you? Well, they certainly succeeded. They definitely succeeded. Oh my God. Mother of the thief who stole from Musa USA's tip jar comes to apologize on his behalf. What is this?
Musa, it's Salvatore. It's 80 degrees right now. Let's go downtown after work.
Hi, how are you?
Ladies.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much, subscribing. Thank you so much, subscribing. Oh!
Felipe_King37 just subscribed.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi.
How many you want?
A little while ago,
Hold on. Hold the music. Sorry, ma'am.
a little while ago, a young man came to your stand and took
yeah.
a tip jar. I'm his mother.
Oh,
How much did he take from you?
like something I couldn't pay attention. Like
What do
20
you, what do you think he took from you?
I see the first. I couldn't see the second is
How much do you think he took from you?
about $30. Like, but you don't need to pay.
No, I'm going to pay it. Because my son wasn't raised like that.
Why he is doing that? I don't want to ask, but
No. Listen to me. My son wasn't raised like that. My son drinks, and when he drinks, he does stupid stuff. I want to pay you back because you don't deserve to be stolen from.
Base.
You're here to do a service.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. He took it from your tip jar. $30 go back to your tip jar. God bless you.
Base.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I put my son in treatment. I pray he stay and get some help. But I want you.
Good. Because, like, to me, I was like, okay, you're going to run defense for your son being a fucking idiot. But if he's actually getting treatment and something's happening, that's actually great. That's amazing. Hopefully that's what happens.
To be okay.
Can I come and
Yeah.
talk?
Of course.
Yes. You know, I am live streaming. People like sharing everything everywhere.
Response
I'm
mom.
sorry.
Yeah, thank
It's okay.
God.
Okay, guys, let me hug.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know, I like peace. Yeah. Come here.
Of course.
Come here, guys. Look,
Yeah.
you're my
Ma'am.
mom too. You know.
Yes. I
Yes.
want you to be okay.
Please. I always love peace, respect, love. That's what I
Yes,
always.
you
Uh-huh.
do good
I am sorry.
service. Keep on helping this community. God bless
Great.
you.
Thank you. Good night, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's actually such a
Thank
good
you,
thing.
yes.
Hopefully he gets help.
Ma'am, can I share this on social media? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yep. Hello,
Thank
set
you.
up for the viewers.
Yellow,
Yeah.
bunun da şeyini çıkar bana her yerde paylaşayım. Yellow. Yellow, please make me the short videos. I would love to share TikTok, Instagram, and send me the
Mission
my WhatsApp.
accomplished.
Peace, love, respect.
This
Just we
bullshit
gonna
about him stealing when he has to fill drinks, what kind of excuse is that? I mean, the important thing is that there's a resolution for it. I don't really care about what the reason is because the reason doesn't really matter. It's about whether you're going to be able to solve the problem. If he's going to rehab and he's getting help, then that's a good thing. Like, ultimately, I look at, this is the way that I see things, right? Is the problem going in the direction of it being solved? Yes. Okay, then I'm happy. Does that make sense?
say like that, please. Yeah,
That's
I love
good.
it. I love Baltimore. I love Baltimore, guys. Baltimore. I'm always says I love Baltimore. Thank you so much,
Because
man.
you got to keep in mind that the goal is
So that's
making
good.
sure
so we
this
don't need to
doesn't
worry
happen.
anything. We're gonna be safe.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, someone did it for him. It's part of making amends. Yeah, I hope that, well, I mean, if he's in rehab or something like that happens, like, I don't know. I mean, you're definitely right. I mean, some people like that need to get arrested. But, like, ultimately, as long as he's going to rehab and something's happening and it's being resolved, then I'm happy. That's what matters the most. 90% of his actions today come from that person right there. Oh, yeah, I mean, again, like, it's good that she went and did that. But, yeah, I mean, the guy is a fucking idiot, right? Hopefully he gets the help he needs, and I think that's a good thing. And also, like, parents can't control their kids. I mean, there are a lot of kids that are just pieces of shit. It's not the parents' fault. Sometimes there's kids that are just like that after all. Using artillery to clear out an avalanche? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Oh. Oh. What's this? Holy shit! Shouldn't you leave? Shouldn't you move? You should move, right? I mean, are they so Russian that they don't even, they're not even afraid of an avalanche? They're not even, it doesn't even stress them out. Like, they're like, oh yeah, it's just what happens. Oh my God. It's on purpose? Really? Damn, I didn't even know that. That's insane. And see ChatGPT's hidden bias about your state? The states with the laziest people according to ChatGPT. The most lazy, Texas is right there in the middle. Yeah, it's not a big surprise. And yeah, ChatGPT, what's this state? And what is this? They cooking? What's this?
I put my finger to my eyes. It's the other day. Slowly stops.
Don't tell me you're gonna start banging it. Don't. Oh my. Oh my. Bro. I sure hope this isn't an apartment. Can you imagine living next to them? Holy shit. This is like middle school for me. Oh my God. Man. Slipknot, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, Slipknot, yeah. Oh. Dude, I listen to this song so many times doing Battlegrounds and WoW. This actually makes me want to play WoW more than the cinematic did. This just reminds me. Man, bro, like, dude, that used to be, I'm telling you, man, that used to be the fucking best. Whenever you would listen to fucking, like, Slipknot, System of a Down, like, any of the other, like, usual fucking, like, Dragon Force, like, I could go down the list. And then you do Battlegrounds and fucking Arena and PvP and WoW. Dude. Oh my God, man. Like, that was... Man, that was a great 10 years. Let me tell you that. That was a crazy great 10 years. Holy shit. And song you hear while you go extinct. What is this here? Oh God.
Mini, Gen Z boss mini, itty bitty titties and a bomb. Itty bitty titties and a bomb. 5'3" and an attitude. 5'3" and an attitude.
Birth rate replacement level is generally around 2.1 children for women in most developed.
New friend green and a sneaky link. Fake 10 hands in a hoop. Fake 10 hands in a hoop.
Oh God. So we're almost below replacement level? Oh, that's really bad. Holy shit. Yeah, again, I think that creating all of these fake jobs for women to be in these companies is the biggest fucking mistake. Like, every company that goes and they fire everybody in these, like, fake positions, there's, like, some administrative organizational position that's basically a fake job. Yes, thank God. Get rid of all of them. Holy shit, they're so unnecessary. The game has evolved. No, bro, like, it's, look, guys, it's not, look, you have to understand that, this is, no, guys, this is totally okay. It's a Gooner game. It's not even a Gooner game. It's just a girl game. Like, I unironically think that they've made WoW for girls now.